What's up, YouTube? Today I'm going to be talking about Baldur's Gate 3. I think it was released on August the 2nd, if I'm not wrong. But I'm basically just going to be talking about... This video is going to be no spoilers, because if you are going to play this game or try out this game, there's a lot of things that you should experience yourself. And I mean, it won't be totally ruined on someone telling you like, oh, this happens, or I did this, or whatever. It won't ruin it, but it's something that you should experience yourself. And if the people want, I guess, a spoiler part or another video, I will release it or do one. I just don't want to put any spoilers in this video or talk about, I guess, main story elements. As of right now, I have around, I think, 40 hours into this game. I haven't finished it. That's mainly because I've been doing a whole bunch of the extra stuff, whole bunch of side stuff, whole bunch of side quests, trying to find different items, trying to find different ways to do things, basically just exploring everything. But I do have a take on how the story is going, or how it is. I mean, there's a lot of choice that you can do, but I will say, like, in the end game, I guess, honestly, I don't even know if it's the true end game that I'm at right now. I guess I haven't, like, finished the story. I haven't seen a credit, the end credits, I guess. But, like, as of right now, I'm, like, I think I'm on the last act. It goes by acts, but I believe I'm on the last act. And it kind of feels like the enemies, like, drop off. I mean, it's not bad for me just running through enemies, but, you know, that is something. Like, I know that, like, the level of progression that's there, it doesn't really counteract anything. I know that they have scales that you can have. You can have the enemies match your level, but that's not really fun to do for me. But for me, I'm just putting that out there. That may be something that someone may not like, or, you know, someone may like be turned off by that. But there is options to where you can put the scales or people leveling up with you, like in Skyrim. You know how they have the levels match you, or certain enemy types won't show up until you're a certain level. But besides that point, I mean, I really have no complaints. There is a minor glitches, mainly like character glitches. There's times where it's an enemy's turn to go, and they take forever, or it's stuck on them and they don't move or do anything. Like, the AI messes up, and also sometimes the abilities don't work like they're supposed to. But I mean, it's just minor stuff. I mean, it's not like game breaking. It's not like, oh, let me just load up a save, or it doesn't corrupt your saves or anything like that, or it doesn't like destroy the game, or make your immersion like just go away. But that's really my only complaints about this game. I'm like trying to find something wrong with it, and that's really all that I'm able to come up with. Yes, there is like certain parts that may frustrate you. There's also parts of like the puzzle parts that they have. I mean, they don't hold your hand. There's not a giant icon telling you, oh, you need to do this. You actually need to go to your journal and see, or go to the dialogue wheel that you had and see, like, oh, so-and-so said this. And if you don't have, and then if you don't have like a perception check or something like that, it won't light up for you or the option won't be there for you. That is kind of how it is, because I know there's certain things like, oh, if you don't see the button, you don't see the button, but that's kind of how D&D, the game, works, you know. That's how it's always been. If you don't see it, then you don't see it. If your character doesn't see it, then you're not gonna see it. You can't just and that's good and bad. People may not like that, to where, oh, it's there, but I didn't pass the perception check, so I didn't see it, or it's there, but I missed it because I had to put my cursor or your mouse right on top of it, and it just skipped past it and it didn't highlight or whatever, like whatever reason. Those are like really small things. There's no like hand holding, unless it's like the main quest, or like, yeah, just mainly like the main quest will like hold your hand saying you need to go here, or you need to go there, or you need to talk to this person. But I enjoy figuring things out for myself, so for me that's fine. It's not frustrating. You know, um, maybe after a while I'm like, all right, I need to take a break or go somewhere else. Yeah, that will happen. But besides that, there's really nothing that really comes to mind. So, should you give this game a chance? Should you buy this? Should you spend money on this game? In my opinion, I would say yes. If you play D&D in the actual like tabletop, then I would say yes. You'll get your D&D fix. If you haven't been playing it for a while, you'll get your D&D fix. If you like turn-based games, then yes. Like if you like XCOM or any other turn-based games, um, you'll enjoy this game. If you like Final Fantasy Tactics, I think was a turn-based game too. I mean, not a lot of people like turn-based games, but you know, it's one of the things that, yes, the entire game is gonna be revolved around turn-based. So if you don't like that, then there's really nothing around that. There's a lot of RPG elements in here too, so it's just a lot of complex stuff. Not too complex, but again, this game doesn't really hold your hand on anything. Like when I was trying to find out how to make potions, I just didn't even know there was a tab on the very top. If you're able to make potions, there's going to be a tab on the very top for alchemy. And that's where you make all your potions. That's where you make your bombs or your poisons or elixirs or whatever you're trying to make potion wise. That's where you need to go. And I didn't even know that. I'm pretty sure there was a tutorial or something there that said something like, hey, this is here if you need to make potions or whatever. That's there. But I didn't see it, or maybe I skipped it. But I mean, if you played any of the Dragon Age games, you'll enjoy this game. Again, it's just a little bit more complicated than, I guess, your average RPG. Like those, I know there's a certain genres of RPGs like Skyrim and Fallout. Those are like first-person RPGs. But I mean, I'm talking about like the story element to where the choices matter, or you can actually your character levels up in that aspect of an RPG role-playing game. But comparing it to like Skyrim and Fallout and all that is kind of bad, because again, those are first person. Well, I mean, they could be third person too, but they're not. They're pretty casual compared to this game. I would have to compare it to like Dragon Age or something like that. That gets pretty close to what this game is. If you ever played that, then yeah, that's gonna be a very good comparison. But Fallout and Skyrim really made their mark to where it's open world, and it's very casual. It's very casual to where anybody can pick it up. It's not super hard. It's a lot of go to that quest marker and that's it. But like one of my favorite games, Fallout New Vegas. The choices in that game really mattered. Like, you can do whatever you want. Like in Baldur's Gate, you can do whatever you want. You can just pick a fight if you want to. You can kill whoever you want. If you want to sneak and steal stuff, you can. If you want to assassinate people, you can. You know, there's a lot of choices, and that's why a lot of people were giving this game a lot of praise, and it deserves it. You know, a game like this, a lot of people are saying like it's a anomaly. You know, it's not supposed to be like that, or you know, it's one of those gems that just happens. But I mean, honestly, this is what RPG games or games in general should be like. You know, a game where you actually feel like time has been put into this. You know, some soul was put into this. It wasn't just, oh, I'm gonna release the same game but with a different coat of paint on it, like any FIFA game or any what is it, Madden or 2K game, where it's literally just them updating the roster of that game. They really don't add anything to that game, so there's really nothing that I can really say that can, I guess, really put down this game. It's really fun. I've been enjoying it. There's plenty of stuff to do. There's plenty of quests to do. I guess like the only thing that I would say is that it's time. You may not have the time to play this game, because yes, this is a long game. It is going to take a lot of your time. You know, that's good and bad, but I'm just thinking of it as like someone that only plays like 2 hours a day, or not even 2 hours a day, maybe 2 hours on the weekend or whenever they have time. This is probably not going to be a game that you might not want to get or play. You know, people with responsibilities, you know, I mean, if you just go to work and then just come home, then yeah, you'll have time. But you know, people with responsibilities or things that they need to get done, or things that they have to take care of, they may not have time for this game. It's not like Call of Duty where you can just load into a match and then play one match and that's it. You know, you can, I guess, if you really want to try it like that. But this game makes you want to make time to play it. It's so fun to where you want to like figure out how you're gonna play this game, how you're gonna want to make time for this game. But I'm just saying that it's not as, I guess, casual as like Call of Duty or Fallout. You know, it's not gonna be as easy as that neither. You can scale it down. There's a difficulty setting, but I think that's mainly just the enemies. I'm talking about the actual game, like knowing how many spell slots you have, knowing what you can do. Why is my ability not working? Why am I not able to use this here? You know, and there's a lot of things that are going to be skipped for you if you don't spend that time learning. Oh, I can actually do this, or I can actually do that. I can jump here. I could use my grenade, or my what is it called? Alchemist fire here. Or I can use my spell here and go here. You know, I really don't want to say anything because, again, this is a game where I feel like you should experience it yourself. It's fine if you see like a video on it or whatever. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, if you are gonna play this game, there's some elements that you need to experience. There's plenty of funny stuff in this game where it just doesn't make sense, or there's some funny moments in this game that you should see, and there's pretty like weird stuff as well that you should see too, you know. Um, and I just feel that someone saying or talking about it is gonna ruin it. So I really don't want to say or show anything about it. But anyway, so the time aspect is, it's gonna be on you. There's a lot to this game. It is worth your money. Um, like if you spend $60 on a game, you're gonna play it for like the weekend. Like any Call of Duty ever, like, oh, it's the same Call of Duty, or it's the same game. It's not gonna be like that. I know a lot of people are burnt out on all the games being released right now. Mainly, it's like indie games that are showing off and doing things to like shake up the industry or whatever. But I mean, it really shows that the companies now making those AAA games. I'm not talking about those small companies. I'm not talking about those small developer companies that are only 2 people or 20 people. I'm talking about the AAA people, or the AAA games that have millions thrown into it, have thousands of workers, maybe not thousands, but they have a lot of workers, a lot of studios, and they put out some dumb crap that has no like soul, no nothing, doesn't change nothing. It's just literally copy and paste, and then I'll put some fresh paint on it. That's kind of what the gaming industry is in right now. Just how much money can I squeeze out of this IP? How much money can I take from these people? And when something like this game releases, it just shows that yes, it is possible for people to make good games, or it is the gaming industry is not dead yet. I know a lot of people, the developers, are talking smack about this game, and they're saying that don't have high hopes, or this shouldn't be the next standard, or whatever the case may be. And I'm like, I don't know how many developers are working on Baldur's Gate, or were working on it, but it really shows that really doesn't matter, because you guys have all this money flowing around, and at the end of the day, a company is a company. They're gonna want to make money. They're gonna want to make more than what they put in. Obviously, that's any company ever. But I'm not saying that. I'm saying that if you're gonna put all this money in, and you expect it to be, oh, I want to make 50 million, or I want to sell 100,000 copies, or whatever, but you don't do anything, you don't change anything, you don't improve on anything, then it's not gonna happen. You might have the fanboys, or the people that enjoy the game, that play it or buy it every year, or they buy the expansion pack or whatever. Yeah, you do with your money what you want to. I mean, it's your money. I'm not gonna tell you how to spend it, but it's really just voting with your wallet. If you keep buying something, then the company's just not gonna change. Like if an apple sold somewhere is $5 in your local store. I mean, obviously it's different everywhere, but the store next door is selling it for $3. What apple? And it's the same apple. What apple are you gonna buy? The cheaper one. If it's the same thing, there's no quality difference. It's the same apple. But if the other store sees like, hey, how come they're getting all my customers? How come everybody's buying over there? And then they see, oh, it's a same apple but a lower price. That's when they're gonna start being competitive about it. They're gonna start doing something better. Maybe they'll slash the price. Maybe they'll buy one get one, or do a sale or whatever. Basic stuff. So it's not gonna be like overnight. but I'm just saying that this game shows us, and or mainly me, that it is possible for games to go back to, I guess the golden era was, I think, I want to say like around like 2005, like 2015. Between there, like there was a bunch of good games coming out. PlayStation was killing it, Xbox was killing it, PC was killing it. There was so much competition, so much back and forth, and it was a good time to be playing games, you know, because there was so many good IPs coming out, there was so many good stuff coming out that yes, shut up and take my money, you know. But anyway, besides that, this game, again, if you enjoy turn-based games, if you enjoy the tabletop D&D game, and if you feel like you're going to be able to put time into this game to be able to enjoy it, then I would highly recommend it. From so far what I played, again, I have like over like 40 hours. That's because I'm trying to do everything in this game. It's been really fun. And for me, working and doing this, I want to make time to play this game. I want to make time to finish this game. I actually want to do another playthrough with a different class. I try to have my party different classes as me, so I can learn a little bit of the other classes and try to play through them how I would play. And in the comments, if you see this video and this made you purchase a game or made you want to look more into the game, then go ahead and leave a comment down below saying like, hey, I saw this video and it made me want to play it or made me want to research it more. But that's it for me, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Laters.
Good, because your work here is only beginning. No mercy, for Ketheric will have none on you. End this.